Hi, my name is Goldman. I'm the director and founder of Goldman and Associates. Our firm has a primary focus on family law issues here in Michigan. We're continuing our video series designed to educate our clients and the public about, issues that relate to family law. So it becomes very interesting and important. Please subscribe to our channel. I always hear the certain terms thrown about, and lately, what we hear a lot in the office is the term narcissist is thrown about. It's thrown about, and it's batted around just the same, and just with the same ease as somebody might say good morning. They're calling somebody a narcissist, like they know what that means. There are certain psychological terms of art that means very specific things, but yet we hear all the time that, I'm dealing with a narcissist. He's a narcissist. She's a narcissist. What do we do with that? Well, I'm not a huge fan of putting labels on things, because invariably when I will ask somebody to describe the behavior that makes them believe that the person has such a label, I get a whole different description that maybe supports another label, but not that label. So what I tell parents, and what I think the best way to do it is, it's not important to label things. The labels are not overly significant, especially when the labels are given by non-professionals who are in no way authorized to diagnose those labels. I think the most important thing is judge the behavior. Look at the behavior and look at whether or not there's bad behavior being exhibited to the point where it impacts the children. It's very important, you got to understand, it's very important for the children to have a strong network of people supporting their best interest. Sometimes that even means an attorney who's handling the legal issues that support that best interest. But the point is, when you're involved with somebody who's exhibiting bad behavior, whether or not you put a label on it is irrelevant. If it's bad behavior that could trickle down to what kind of custodial parent they're going to be, or worse, it could influence the children in a negative way, it's important that that be addressed and that you mention it to your attorney, that it becomes a standard forefront issue that is discussed with the attorney and ultimately with the court, so that the children are not exposed to a toxic environment. You often see people who are narcissistic, for example, who might exhibit harmful behavior, and they might be a bad example for the children. And if that's the case, the court needs to know about it, because it needs to be weighed out when we discuss custodial environment of those kids. Honestly, without children being in the mix, the court doesn't give a damn what the person is. He can be a narcissist, she can be a narcissist, she can be a kleptomaniac, she can be a drug addict, an alcoholic. The court doesn't care, because adults do what they want, they make their bed, they lie in it, that's it. It doesn't become important until you deal with children. When you deal with children, then the court has a whole nother consideration, and the consideration is, we're going to put these kids in an environment, we need to make sure that it's a healthy environment, an environment that actually nurtures them, an environment that promotes their safety and their well-being. And in that situation, these bad behaviors, we don't need to put labels on them, become significant. So therefore, it's important that you bring it to your lawyer's attention, so that in turn your lawyer can make the court aware of what's going on, so that it can make the appropriate analysis. If you have any questions about that, reach out, and we'll be glad to help you out.